All right. Mm, It's what are you doing down there, silly fairy? All right. I guess since I'm here, I'll do Scholar Quest first. Um, Delta, I'm hoping you might come along. Discovering new treaty has proven more difficult than I anticipated, but nonetheless I made progress. Because with all the military knowledge, which deals with scholars and immune units. Ah. Right. A single scholar could provide effective support for an entire party of marauders, and employ their magics to heal the wound and enhance their abilities of their allies. Moreover, they often served in leadership roles as they were highly trained tacticians. But how swiftly the remembrance of all things is buried in the gulf of eternity. The treatise indicate that Numian scholars wielded a far more diverse repertoire of spells than you currently possess. Precisely why you lack these spells I cannot say. However, I fought my way with your fairy. Lucas summarized that the knowledge contained one of the spell scholars is essentially hers. Therefore, if she cannot remember the ancient magics, I would suggest that, although thought occurs to me, if it is the case, the fairy, having been sealed for 1500 years, has yet to fully regain her senses, may have visiting a familiar location would hasten the process. I only know a more familiar place than the city of Nim, rather what remains of it in outer La Nocia. Very strange to remember. Let's see. Very strange to remember. Very strange to remember. Mhm. Very strange to remember. Mm. Mm. That's a Gather experiment met with success. This drawing suggests that each fairy is a distinct individual with her own thoughts, feelings, and memories. While I must redouble my efforts to translate the remaining text, at this rate, your discovery threatens to overshadow mine. Not to be alone in your accomplishment, but I have yet to decipher indicable amazing stratagems. Soon enough, though, soon enough. The fairy has imparted to you knowledge of a new art. Wait, what? What is the point of this, then? Oh, it's an insta-spell. That's what it is. Right. Go here. And then hold off. Hmm. And now, let's see. I think this is the quest that I have to do. Right. This is the event quest. Yep, this is the event quest. I am Halvak, a self-student of sundry objects, though I'm best known for pen the parchment for a popular paper, The Mithril Eye. If these trials of tribulation and subject singular strangeness has ensnared my senses, magical monstrosities most commonly known as golems. But speaking of no common creature Magecash, no, these shambling servants of stone are no equivalent in Eorzea at all. In all Eorzea. Should these curious constructions contain orders of extraordinary origin? Well, I can only imagine the influence it might exert over our law's economy. A much of sons and miracles have come to the conclusion that its superiors seek to savvy venture to separate the facts from the fantastic. I presume not much of the sun awaits outside Azorth Ossuary. If exploring the signal seems interesting to her, then I would wander over before the window of opportunity is wasted. Are you trying at me, soil ages? You're Joey. Well, I hope you're next turn dismantling golems. We get reports of some never foreseen constructs when showing up all over the damn realm. Never so knows what creatures are made of, so how much it means to be the first to take the pickaxe to this mystery motherlode. And you get out there, take apart one of those shambling piles of bricks, and bring me a good-sized chunk of remaining rubble. What to say, eh? Will you give it a shot? You'll ask for a fish reward for you when you get back. Uh, what do you mean unopenable map? Hold on, I have the event up here. Here's Centrals. What? Dang it. I just missed it. Man. Hold on. Try over here. Hmm. Uh, hmm. Oh, here we go. Tiger. I I got lucky with. I was just going to each place, and then I was about to leave this one, and then I got the fate for the event quest to spawn. Got lucky. Yeah, I just did this. I was reading La Nocia because I had left myself at my left myself at my like whatever house when I went to eat food when I went to eat dinner. So since I was already in La Nocia, I decided it would be easier if I just did that quest first. And now after I turn this in, reaching examples of one of the mod golems. I'm gonna do the block on each quest. Oh, not that spell, that luster, that shine. You spell it, send a profit, my friend. So far, work, your adventure, very funny. I just promised to appear range, you're sure to enjoy. You know, see all the What? No, what's wrong, Lily? What? I am so confused. What is happening? Can we get you to see? Oh, can we say puff, puff? I am. What is happening? This way we show you a good time. I am so confused. No, not her, I promise. What? Alright, just relax. I'm so confused. Here we go. The 21 was the eye closed. I am so confused. What? I'm so confused. Raise yourself, here it goes. Oh, I'm so confused. So just relax and enjoy. I am so confused. Who doesn't sometimes enjoy the for ourselves? Things requiring your solo so the extra ain't so fleeting. Alright, I was going to look forward to business with you again. Sure, you're trying with your trust against the Tower Titans, I guess. Sometimes I've heard Legends as cards account for that foreign anomaly. Best begin before focusing on these fantastical foes falling out of fashion. My river has promised me more sufficient approach to touch a risk I fear. I have an inkling as to what is implied, but I shall look forward to it nonetheless. The Rickman gets up and looks as if it wants to join the party. Where is it? Minion guide. One unexpected side effect of calamity has been the significant increase in ethereal rifts appearing throughout the realm. As a result, strange creatures not of this world have been popping in and out of existence without warning, one of those being bizarre brickmen. So that's like legit the lore reason on how these cross game collaborations work. Is it time space? Is it ethereal rift? I just realized they're still here. What do you... Oh, wow. You know, and they're literally just Gil. So might as well just buy it, since I don't have to do anything to get them. Dragon Quest X Framer Kit. Wait, does it show me what it looks like on the thing? Oh yeah, it does. Oh, that actually looks cool. Alright, so now switch to Black Mage. Where is it? I do not remember. Miners Guild or Weavers Guild. Teleport. Yeah, I'll just teleport this. Wizard 3. This is Black Dragon within you has grown stronger, Delta. You have earned the right of my audience. I'm pleased to say that you do not fear your newfound powers, but then your adventures were even want to embrace the new. You are now ready to set forth journey to find the keys required to seal the void gate. Hear me. Well, for mine are master's own words, and his those of Nodthal himself. Did you just get possessed? They just got possessed. The next key required the blood of sacrifice. Travel to Sigoli Desert in Zandran. Slay what fiend emerged from the powder fissure there, and slake the land's thirst with their lifeblood. Once drunk, its essence shall be borne away upon the ethereal veins of the earth, and therein serve to notify our friends in the wasteland that the time has come. Complete the task before you, and the Black Mage testimony you carry will shine full with the new light. Light to envelop and absorb evil, light to show your destruction and guide Hero to righteousness. The light is key, taken to you, where it forever burn bright. That is all. Do you understand and accept what you must do? Oh. I have the outfit. I have the glamour on from the thing I got from the whatchamacallit, glamour set that I got from the whatchamacallit, from doing this. Yeah, well, I obviously I changed the colors and stuff of it. I like it. The only thing I don't get is why there's like sort of like the plastic part over it. Yeah. These are one of the color combinations I've liked. It's like the light, sort of like the pastel blue and pink combined. They're a nice they're a really cute combination of colors. There is a hat thing, but it's not on right now because because the current chest piece I have is one that covers both body and head. Oh wait, duh, I can just go to I think it's, no, where is it? Yeah, this is the full one. Alright. Let's do this. Behind for 2 enemies to be placed right where I need to go. What? The minion actually stays in this spot. There we go. And then do that to restore my mana, MP, magic power, magic points. Maybe I should not have done that. should have done this first. Smaller. The cold-blooded creature not of this world. For some unknown reason, the horse will not cloak with me. No. I do not want to fight you. But it wasn't too long. It is done. Blackness you awoken has yet to settle within you. Time is needed as a prey. You can continue your practice your mastery of the arcane. Come to me once more when the dark art as much as you. You learned a new dark art. Blizzard 3. One thousand. All right, now. Yeah, I guess I'll do Astrologer next, and then go do Summoner, and then decide after what else to do after. Where do I have to go for this? Alright. Alright. Let's see. So, go to astrology. Turns out the star something you've been rigorously following. Olivia's training regimen. Though I harbor doubts that go out and do things while atrophies are on their own, consider it as a regimen. Still, she's all we have. So I suppose we have to make do. And all the stars would have it. She has just sent word that she's ready for us to attempt the opening of the second heaven's gate. You're aware of the seven heavens, are you not? Just as there are seven realms of the underworld, so too are there seven realms of the firmament. Each of the six represent one of the six basic elements: earth, ice, water, wind, lightning, fire. The seventh and the final heaven representing the elements astral polarity. The first six heavens represented by the six constellations which each revolve around the pole star. Astrology and Australian school draw all in the ether contained in the celestial bodies represented by the constellations. By unlocking or opening the gate of the heavens, that constellation is correlated with. There is no actual gate. Think of it as a moral portal to the soul you are opening in your mind, allowing for attunement with these distant bodies, much like one tunes with the etherite on a far grander scale. Now this becomes a relationship about Heidelin. It's not flat like most believe. It is in fact a sphere, so large that when we walk upon it, it only appears to be flat. Because it is a sphere, there are some locations better suited than others for observing certain constellations. That is what Levivia is doing. This is really funny coming now, considering I've seen the planet from space. This line's really funny.
Yeah.
Now finding the location in which the heaven gate will rise to position directly in mid-heaven. It will ease achievement, and it seems you has found one near the final prayer in eastern Thonolin. Oh, guess I'm going. That's kind of funny. Going all the way back to Thonolin. Oh, and what didn't you know? I have to go to Tribone again. With so many job quests involving me coming to Drybone area. Our last bands kept poor Cooper and Buzzy harrying our camp since we arrived. I believe the old man enjoys the segment, however. I'm certain the beasts from the earth no rat oaring away his uncle's fortune while dreaming of becoming a real astrologian. Thank you very much. And Quiverian never once complained of his duties. Of course he has that. And your uncle pays him a smile and nod. And I'm sure I'm comfortable position in the pillar speeds, chasing after cloud rats in the broom, flavor his salute. I just here to banter, my lady, because I led to believe we be along a celestial gate. Fine, we're not gonna use it. I've faced it out. We mostly will handle any ruffians who have the carbs strolling about looking for prey. Not that it's strike what we must. We shouldn't wait for a constellation to reach its highest brightest point, a point which flows the ether's strongest relation to the highland. Delta the balance. Focus on the constellation and attune to its power. Balance represents the heaven of fire, a realm made prosperous by the blessing of the traders, but at the same time, one whose equilibrium is maintained by the divine judgment of Azemia, the warden. It has no connection to Zem, does it? It's just coincidence that it happens to have a Zem in it. Hmm. Zemon's might will empower those who would take up their blades and meet divine punishment in the name of the Sun Goddess. And thus has the balance burned crimson in your heart, unlocking the gate of the second heaven. Now let us speed ourselves to the next location. Little amigo. Why so yes? Would you rather do you commit yourself to another cell ruins of using Malefics to put down hedge molds? I thought not. Balance blazes in Vulcan, unlocking the gate of second heaven. Asia Delta. Stars make their ascent in mid-heaven. Once they have charade the skies and let the power run through you. As you eyes to stars and witness the violet glow of spire. The third heaven, resin iron, tower of spinning gears, taut springs constructed by the builder himself. It is sailed without cease by the jealous Ralgar, but Destroyer's mighty 11 volts only serves the power to Spire's clockwork soul. It's through the blessing of both creation and destruction that the strength is granted to she who sees her stars rise under this sign. You now open the gate, and the power is yours to command. Using Arcania to draw upon the powers of the stars they represent. This path we walk as astrologers is called the Royal Road. It can be treacherous and fraught with peril, but it can lead men and women to greatness. The spire blazes in the welcome, unlocking the gates to the third heaven. Your realm is quite the paradox. On one hand, it is full of life, magic, and wonder. One of these lands of all hidden, on the other is literally brimming with strife. Take little Omago, the wretched souls displaced from their homes by the flames of war. Orishka admired in its own pointless conflict with an enemy so old it does not even remember why it fights. I believe that this fate suffered turned to gaze away from the stars. With no self-same stars have the power to show people there are many paths. Those power can only be channeled by the few, those like me and you, and to a lesser extent Jack Rog. And it is our duty to use that power to benefit those who would remain lost or misguided. Remember that. And maybe one day you will truly become my grandfather's successor. Who are telling us trust my home nation. Why disregard someone that has the power to grant succor to the wounded, the power to uplift the downtrodden, to strengthen the weak? The answer is easy. Empowering those without power lessens the power of those who already have it. Heal the weak so they might rise up and topple those who made them weak. Why would anyone in a position of power do that? Even our great nation of learning is corrupted by this manner of thought. We hoard our knowledge so that we might remain the brightest. Why do you think it took so long for Professor Mace to visit you? General Quid. Yes, I know what he told you, but that's not the whole of it. Those of the Royal Court did their damnedest to stand in the way of my grandfather, worried that his passion for his field would kindle widespread interest in Charlian astrology. They only let him citizenship knowing he was now too old to do aught of the sort. Fortunately, the Royal Court did not realize I would be accompanying my grandfather. Just that these past turns of sun have been most fruitful, yet while you have opened the Heaven's Gate, there is still much of what we like to refer to as the Royal Road ahead. You take what you have learned here in the southern desert to transform the knowledge and strength if you wish to know more of the Royal World. I stress you associate with Genoquid back in Ishgard. If my grandfather is to believe his time transcribing tomes back as CM Scriptum, should have left him more than capable of handling that task. Senior Crawl had done your research into the attribution of Arcanum before reading it. which would result in slight alteration of predestination or prophecy had something to do with the kings and queens of Iran or Kenya just over a decade ago. Wait, did I read that right? Party heal that also gives regen? That's like really good, right? Also, I just know that I'm starting to get used to the cards. I just know that since I'm leaving for vacation at the end of this week, I just know by the time I get back, I'm gonna have just completely forgotten everything. So then I'm gonna have to relearn it all. So I always forget about light speed. Oh wow. Something just sold for 48,500 gil. Sweet. There's a bunch of stuff that sold today. Alright, and now last is Summoner. So I'll just use Return. Since it infuses your aura, thus I foresee no further obstacles in preventing us from attempting the next ritual. Should we proceed with the series of Earth? Whatever constants that you will succeed in binding Satan Iji to your will. According to my research, the most suitable location for the ritual is a place found southwest of Elder Springs in the North Shroud. Heretofore, a buried layer of ancient rock exposed to violent upheavals of calamity has lent the surrounding area a rolling earthen aspect. Visions will be perfect. I'll wait you at your destination, Delta. Out of curiosity. Oh wow! It quite literally is lined up perfectly. The levels of the primals and getting their summons, their edgy summons. Iggy or Iggy, I don't know. Because yeah, I'm getting this now. That's actually really cool. that like story wise, this is literally meant to be like after you fight, like after if you fight the problem, you're supposed to, you're like Arcanus and you fight the problem, and you come back here, and you'll be the level to learn it. That's actually really cool. Eggy, okay. That's actually really cool. All right. I should probably summon Carbuncle. Gibraltar form is essentially no different from the Austrias of Flame. Instead of however, you'll be concentrating on shifting your etheric balance towards the spectrum of Earth. Once you have achieved the required state of Earthly Infinity, the primal's captured essence will tumble forth and coalesce into a stormy form of Titan Eggy. As before, you must now demonstrate unflinching authority. If you would convince the newborn avatar to heed your commands, let us begin. Present energy is suffocating. Wave presses upon my chest. Summon Earthen allies. So it shakes the very ground. Well done, Delta. Come in search of Algorns. We will find about a pair of uncommon Deltas. By what just of fate did you chance against such unzer power? It's been a while since we've come across since I come across one of the asshole characters. You might be researched to so boldly question our accomplishments. You indeed unlock the secrets of the sun, then you must be in possession of the very treasure I seek. How dare we complete? I only need to slay both of you and take what I need from your bloody corpse. As a summoner, but how? It's easier to prong, because my divine work far outweighs the worth of your pitiful lives. Alright, asshole. I swear, if it doesn't let me action. You stand against me, you foolish brawler. You'll burn to nothing. He's on mission. His power is building. What? Huh? Why do you struggle so? Dreams accept living, but delays the inevitable. Hear me out, turn fertile from inserting this fool in all-consuming hellfire. What? Feel nature, sir, you vile blackguard. Ahead of this challenge game, thank your gods for granting you yet another day of miserable existence. He's gone. What a decidedly unpleasant fellow. You learn how to summon Titan Edgy. Iggy. I keep calling it Edgy. Well, I seriously turned off Uncle Phil's. I have no desire to linger here and chance another encounter with whomever that deranged mage was. You say I did not expect to meet another practitioner of the summoning arts, and I also did not expect him suddenly fighting for my life. What precious treasure do we carry that callous stranger was so willing to kill us to possess? Such mysteries aside, I am most glad you were able to secure the Titan energy before the summoner decided to unleash his fiery avatar. Without its protection, I doubt we would have survived that conflagration. The Iggy of Earth, so aptly demonstrated, is not a force to be trifled with. You should certainly take the time to explore its capabilities, as well as its limitations. Be careful, however, not to neglect other magics at your disposal. Meanwhile, I shall confer with my colleague Sonic Hanak and see what I might learn of the hostile summoner. We shall meet anon. You learn a new summoning spell. What's next? Oh, an area of effect 1 version of this. Alright. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the throne. BRP. Say I'm back. So the question is, what to do now? Because I was expecting those to take a little longer. I suppose I could try queuing for that. Try the raid. And see if that works out. Queue speed up, maybe. Hello.
Hello.
As like, I was expecting those to take a little longer, so I didn't even bother getting them all the way to 40.
Let's see. Yep, what tank looks faster?
Oh yeah. So I got lucky today and noticed that that leveling roulette was DPS. So I quickly switched to Dragoon to do it. And I
Nice.
ended up getting the first dungeon, like Satasha. But then as the bonus, as the bonus XP that I got over 5 million XP for Dragoon, which got me to level 87. Oh wow, that was fast. I don't even remember what happened last time. It's been a couple weeks.
Hegemony was transformed into a Hemetheos.
Oh wow, how kind of them. The world uncensored episode, the seventh circle. A tree. Oh jeez. That is horrifying. Hemethesis. Egdidus. Oh hey, you have this song in the FC house.
Yeah, you made note of that on the last one that also shared this theme.
Hmm. You shall become mine. Oh jeez, what in the world? Run away.
Middle. Get front. That's back.
Oh.
Get back.
Assuming this circle that's glowing.
Yes.
Reapply this because it's ran
Get
out.
back.
I was already on the back one. Oh geez, for a second there I thought I was too far to the side and it was gonna fall off the side from jumping. I'm assuming I do not want to go over there. So we just go over there. What must spawn?
I believe get on the bridges.
Well, that's where everyone else is. I'm just waiting for the time to use my enshroud. Because every time where I used it and then... Oh. And I'm dead.
I believe do not be on the bridges.
Okay, good. I still had the immunity because I would have died if I didn't. I shall give you ground.
Wait.
Push to fight, but you must
Right.
move deftly.
Now go.
Well, dang it. I was just about to press the dash button, but I was not fast enough in pressing it.
Get away from those.
spots again. I don't even want to imagine what the Savage version of this is. Even more tinier
Certainly
platforms.
interesting.
Does it involve even more tinier platforms?
No, it involves more kinds of fruit. You need to get front, so front bridge.
I did not dodge. Was right on the edge. Where is everyone's over there? Bridge, I think, right?
It will be a bridge, yes.
You need to remember the occasional. Again, that was really close. I keep cutting it close with the dash, like being right on the edge before I fall off.
Yeah, gotta be careful with those.
I wish there was a way that it let you. I put on arm's length because I did not know how exactly I was going to be launched.
Good.
Yeah, the nice part is it should just place me right where I have to be after this. It'd be nice if it actually, when you're fighting a Trini dummy, if it would let you actually see their level 3 limit break.
You can do that in spectator mode in dungeons.
Oh, I did not know, Dark. Are they actually? Oh, they're actually doing it, so I am gonna have to hopefully get them. Come on. Yay, got it. Yay, got it. Got it, yay. Aw. Got it. And you got lucky. I think it's 4 for chess pieces and then 2 for everything else, right? I think the exchange.
Yes, 1 for accessories.
Mm-hmm. The when I was assigning the flow of ether and pen will focus keenly on its location, creating a tunnel of sorts through which we could quickly convey ourselves. It was almost as if we were ushered here. Space was created with care and concealed with powerful wards. Only a key ward would have been able to detect it, and even the great difficulty, ergo. Only I could restore Tartaros to order, but I'm afraid this is the most I can manage with such power as remains to me. Has been too long, Master Laharaya. Likewise, keyword Agnes, I should not be surprised you were able to break free of Hephaestus' spell, even diminished as you were. Not an easy task, even with your aid. His curses dig into one's heart, creating a storm of emotions that is all too easy to become lost in. Only by chance did I fragment of myself remain, illuminating a path through the madness. Thus I am able to appear before you now, even while my body was powerless to resist Hephaestus' command. Some small part of my logical mind stood alone in defiance. I even managed to speak to the outside world. The report, that was you? Doubtless you recognize my voice from the many times I've called out to you. The hope that those pleas would not fall on deaf ears was all kept me from succumbing to hopelessness. Wait, so then she's the one who sent that stone through time and space somehow. But I have a greater purpose here than simply saying farewells. There's something you must know. The tragedies of the past do not repeat in their present. Forgive me for a while to do myself, but this story must be told. It is the only way to understand Hephaestus' fixation on enriched Thonos. No longer can you hide your heart away. Girls know the mask marks him as Lahabrea. Master Lahabrea had brought an end to Lady Athena's life and sealed away a part of his memories and emotions within Hephaestus. These are many recollections of the moments following. You surely have no intention of revealing the truth to enrich Thanos? My lesser half is now buried where none can find it. It would be wise to do the same with our memory of this day. Blood should not sway the spirit so, but Athena's teachers have warped the boy. I fear he would see our star burn to keep his mother safe. Andrus believes that he feels love, but he is shackled by dependence. He could not bear the truth. His menace makes it all more important to be open with him. He will seek answers about his mother's loss, which will never lead to you. Are you willing to accept the blame for his death? Are you willing to accept your son's hatred? That what comes to pass, then so be it. Better to be burdened with hatred than knowledge that Athena thought his body and soul mere tools to be used and discarded. Even were I to tell him what his mother plotted, he would ever seek reasons to believe that the true fault lies with me or with him. Should he merely hate me, he will remain unfettered by doubt, free to serve the star far from his parents' shadow. I should have loved his mother more than life itself, and yet what a dreadful truth you've borne all this time. Such is the Lahare's nature. Every action, every word is a solution to life's great dilemmas, and none to spare for his own. What really is but a small portion of the larger picture. I shall leave it to La Habrera to paint the rest for you, and for interest, I hope. Thank you again. I just... As I admire you, what choice did I have when you sacrificed so much to guide our star to the heavens? Carlos has doubt since the final keyword has fallen. We should return to service before he moves to strike us here. We are the face and we must be prepared to bring our full strength to bear. Agnes was ever bold woman, and in front of Moses that she would unease the secrets of my past for all to look upon. So glad am I she faced you as her last opponent. I can think of one more where they sent her soul off to the other side. Let's see. They have 10 of those. 11. 11. I guess I'll just take this one. The vision you saw told the story far more including than I ever could. Nothing was consumed by her desertion was willing to sacrifice her own child if it hastened her progress. She did not offer him a position here out of sense or pride. It was merely because she knew he would be the most pliable test subject. I see now why you hid the truth from him. I cannot say with certainty that Inez could handle the weight of such betrayal after holding his mother on a pedestal for so long. Unfortunately, it seems not even her death has ensured his safety. Aphedo has taken up Athena's research and succeeded in creating Hemitheoi. I know not what his ultimate end is. It's plain it is connected with the resurrection of Athena. Knowledge alone is sufficient to direct our next course of action. As for the rest of your story, we shall hear after we return, and reach us to safety in accordance with Adra's last wish. Very well. We can at least assure that finding him shall prove relatively simple now that Hephaestus can no longer bend pandemonium to his will. There's but one place to find a refuge, the Black Heart of Tartarus, where Athena built her testing compound. We can assume it has those well for fierce resistance. I must focus my effort in securing a safe means of approach. However, I would ask you to assume they do use summoning Delta's Phantom Warrior. I know my ability to fight within Tartarus will be greatly diminished in any case. If I wish to deal the final blow to Hephaestus myself, there is no need to dirty your hands with such a deed. I take it, then, that you have no interest to seal him away as before? The resistance I felt when I caught him bore little resemblance to the entity I created. By his own hand he has become something far more wicked, and the same magics that once shackled him may very well shatter before the power he wields. In my present research, I am loath to repeat the same mistake twice. I would not see these events played out again, so he must be extinguished. Very well then, I shall open the way for her when we finish together.
I shall be back after using the run.
This is the 8th circle now accessible. Hmm? Hmm? Hmm. Oh wow, there's a bunch of people doing this one already. Oh wait, since this is the fourth one, there should be like a minion or something extra, right? Or is that only that? No, that's the last one. This is the second set. That's something that's in the third set.
Huh?
No, I was saying no because how in the third set? No, I was making a mistake. So there's the third set that gets the extra whatever. Either it's like a minion or music scroll. In addition to the exchange stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then I'll probably hold off though on doing the last set until after I get back. So that way, in case get hit by Q times. To the left for me to get with Reaper. Enhanced and Shroud. You see it? Oh wow. That literally just increases the damage for like basically everything at level 94. $1,300 potency compared to Then it goes up to 200. Issos, the 8th circle, the world, Sungard.
Ericthonios is mine, heart and soul. And with your death, none will be left to stop me.
Perfect imperfection. That's a title. Perfect imperfection.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison. Molten flame my servant's rise.
I think the sides? Yeah.
I was right there.
And this one was the middle, I believe.
Let's sink sorrow into your heart.
So sides?
A fitting death. Behold the fruits of sacrifice. You will know my rage.
Oh jeez.
He's showing the order in which the knockbacks are happening.
I guess arm's length does not do anything for that.
Nope. If it has special colors, it probably doesn't.
I would have been better off using my shield. I am using my shield for this.
Go forth and sate your boundless hunger.
We move away from the ones he tethered that are erupting.
From molten flame my servants rise.
And sides.
Out of my sight. I shall see my wish fulfilled. You are prey to be consumed.
Look away from where they end up.
It was not.
Alright, we need to kill these.
Sear flesh from bone.
Look at where these draw. Do not be inside of where these draw.
I got clicked off of it. I was like, why am I not attacking?
Leave not but ash in your wake.
Middle.
I'm tired of this past. Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
So, it's written in a more traditional Greek way. But you may recognize the name of this,
Gaze
Greek
of the
person.
Abyss.
Hephaestus? That's Hephaestus. Turns out the guy who's famous for all of his creations and stuff was God of the Forge.
Oh yeah. Minion. Yay, got the minion. Nope, did not get. Got. Okay, good. I can get one set at least. Hmm. Hmm. Oh. Well, now I can get at least one set. Huh? Did you say something? As you events the legends will begin with my error. When out of mercy I confined you here, now I break it and leave no trace to you behind. This is not over. You see, you'll not go peacefully. You that cast of wood uphold this pride. Does such impulse must speak to the rule arrogance of my other half. The name of us shall grow to eclipse yours. None shall remember the deeds of the Habre once I fulfill the themes of vision and bring a ritual stream to life. You speak of if you care a whit for the boy. Why do you cower behind him? There's some desires which must not be realized. Athena would see the world destroyed if it meant she could find hers in the ruins. This for rituals. He knows not what is which would get the truth which you have hidden from. Do you truly believe a father's role is to deceive and manipulate? I wish you would claim the name Hephaestus and declare so far, yet you're blind as the mind and body with dark chains. Your words and pride ring hollow. As you want our son, and desires to return there. What wickedness is there of amending a broken family? Then you care not for riches beyond how he could serve her ends. You cleanly acting in his interests, but it's plain to see you are no different. As I assure you, I vow that my sole mission in life will be to guide the star true. Never step out, I silence the whispers of my heart. I could not nurture a son, whilst an entire world looked to me for guidance. For that choice, I bear that responsibility. Yet he is still my son. I will not suffer you to seduce him with false hope. You who are not but the bitter dregs of Athena and I, the very worst of us. No, then who? How do I? Hearken to your heart. I owe you, Antimus, an apology. Did you ever? And I, Lahabre, I will have my say. Oh, how? His mind was mine! I can't explain Delta's words, reached me through the haze. They ring loud and clear. As did the words of another, in a voice much like yours, but resounding with truth. When did you master these bonds? Oh, we've endured much worse. You worthless, you. Ah! My failures have borne fruit after all. You did well, son. The vessels essence containing the crystal may safely turn nourishes above. Yet I have us with only half his senses intact. You quite understand his this in the art of discernment. It was hardly what I had in mind, but a feat deserving of praise nonetheless. The illustrious has poison in your mind, and for a blessing, it appears your body is none worse to wear. The middle way seems to go no sense of notice, and the force of selling putting him was very cease or rid of him for good and all. As he explains the middle sense, the urge felt that seal was proper course. Wasn't it noble as that I only knew something had to be done, so I acted. Was it that how you dealt with Hephaestus in the past? Indeed, he was not but parts of my memory and soul that I had cut away a massive ether without material vessel. Storing his essence within a crystal was the most logical choice. On that matter, I believe it's time for you to share the rest of your tale of his creation and his end. Heard your words were only vagueless. From under the surface of the deep pool, my mother wished to use me. I would hear the truth. I want to know what happened to her and what drove Athena to act as she did. I'm ready. Athena's brilliance outshone us all. Even the other members of the words of La Habrea were as children in comparison, so dedicated to research was she that it was not unheard of her to forget meals or even sleep. Her mind was grasping for knowledge, and in the search she became obsessed with uncovering the secrets of life. You see, while we conceive life in various forms, the means of creating a soul are beyond our ken. Similarly, though we can enhance and alter our physical vessel, we have ever been bound to them. Athena's purpose was to shatter these limitations. So limitations, as we were not meant to suppress, she sought to enter the realm of the gods. Scarce few have the ability to comprehend what task entails, let alone the courage to attempt it. For most, it will be idle fancy considering once and then discard, not so for Athena. As little words Aurora spoke with her often about transcending our being. From academic perspective, the challenge was plagued countless researchers through the ages. It was during these musings that began with Formula 3, a means by which a person could meld with a creation. The weakness of one would be mitigated by the strengths of the other. The result could be something greater than we have ever imagined. Although it was a theory, Athena insisted I develop it through. Curious about every detail along the way, our conversation became more frequent, and our platonic relation grew into something much more. I guess I was born not soon after. Just so I believe she bore true affection from me and was blind to her hidden intentions. When Pandemonium was built, she requested to lead the researchers. I saw no reason to deny her. Even setting aside her relation, her accomplishments as a scholar made her the obvious choice. However, in giving her Pandemonium, I also give her free rein to conduct whatsoever experiments she could devise. And when you found out what she was doing, you killed her? I had hasted upon her the more I learned of the chambers, and left others to keep watch from Tartaros vestibule as I ventured deeper, knowing not what would await me. So where occur nests is best to see with your own eyes. Is that me? Roll over our respect for our neighbors in ellipsis, and the researchers of pandemonium are not to be masked. You stand before me with his cover. What ready defiance is this? Indeed, so quick are you, even though you yourself not set foot in these halls since their inception. You know, and you could not conceal this from me, and adjust for as well as you know that I cannot allow it to continue. That is once released, in which else I have no choice but to strike you down. I would meet my hands and hands of none other. However, ere my time has come, I'll have you know the why of it. Then you will not desist. Seriously, was dreaming, for you see that stopping was never an option. The feelings weigh little against the needs of entire star. Of course, I am well aware, but you did not design to descend from the altar. You will simply lecture me as you would a child. You have interest in my motivations, will possess a peerless researcher and mother to the son of the great Hubbard, and embark upon the path to her downfall. History demands an answer, but it's yours deserves one. Give me your hand, Hubbard, and we shall know one another more deeply than ever before. Possible. You're bonded, your souls. The Badger's penis would cease to be. She offered me everything to be understood. I was so unable to choose at that moment. My mind was a storm of questions, yet one word to the lowest. Athena ever truly loved me? I come to memory and mind. And I leave. You feel it. My heart, all that I am. Yes, as if it were my own. Desire to seek the mysteries that transcend our mortal flesh and lead to a higher plane of existence. A quenchable thirst for knowledge, not a single thought spared for another for the star. How disappointing. Yet what is known cannot be unknown. You have beheld my life's work. As you might access the memory, the seed of desire remains, and when it takes you too shall be consumed by the same self-pervert. I will dig it all, dispense with the corruption in my soul, or you wrong insight spreads. So my weakness, thy wickedness frustrate, but never again today. Cast aside fickle motion and abide duty alone. Today I renounce all that it was and live only as La Habrea. Thus did I forsake part of myself that had been polluted by Athena, sealing it within a crystal. And never did I think one day face those memories made flesh. Criminals, but the actions bore on standing. To do such a length to escape your memories, you literally rewrote your very existence. Rest assured, the change did not go unnoticed by our colleagues in college. Igaram and the myself and Frigga made plain the suspicions they harbored. As well as showed that your escape of your life was nothing short of a miracle. Why didn't you destroy the crystal then there? Did you think one day you might use its knowledge it contained? I'll not deny such considerations played in my decision, but my main motivation was fear. I never attempted such a feat before. The crystal was my sole recourse should something go awry with the remainder of my soul. In hindsight, to cling to it was a mistake born of doubt. Athena must have anticipated that I would resort to such measures and prepare a vessel beforehand that would escape the dregs of my soul. If Fred was no doubt believe he was performing the duty as husband and father should, yet in truth he was a puppet being pulled to and fro by Athena's desires. His goal was not to raise himself high. He thought only seeing your Athena live again, she might finish what she began. For all you and I are like shepherd of fatal flies. Our need to control blinded us to other perspectives. While the thought of us you called out to me, what say you now? Does the Habraya speak true? What does your heart tell you? So no one thing, did you truly believe that hiding the truth was best for me, even knowing how I felt about my mother? The Habraya I know had a fatal flaw after all, and still not convinced. I've said all I can say now, it's for you to choose to believe me or not.
So, Delta, let's test your pattern recognition. Who is the final boss of Pandemonium?
Athena, I'm going with.
Good job!
Because he still hasn't stated what he actually did. Still hasn't been said what he did. All it's said that he, cut off part of his soul. It hasn't actually even told us how he's dealt with Athena.
And just the fact that it's like, so yeah, this was Athena's plan, and he was working to further Athena's plan, and we have no other names that have been given out in this entire thing other than Athena. Also, Athena had this big plan to do this thing that's happening.
Del Hariano holds duty balls.
She is definitely dead. Definitely dead. Definitely not coming back. Definitely not the final boss. Don't know what you're talking about.
I was processing myself before an erupting volcano, then placed fickle emotions in his path. When you turn service, you'll doubtless dull the mask once more. So before you climb for a second pit, I suppose I should say. Thank you, Hephaestus. I suppose the real curious thing is, I wonder what it's going to be that makes us go back, because... There's more we got to discuss, but first we should return to Pandemonium's Gate. I'll gather my thoughts on the way. we're still in the arena. Any apology, Delta. It was due to my own experience that Hephaestus was easily able to take hold of my mind. I also you things, if you and them hadn't chosen to brave the chaos occurring in Pandemonium, then I would never known La Habra's story, my father's story. Was tale too fascinating to hear. I very much looking to speaking with Zazam upon my return. I can't but wonder how much of this she foresaw. I'm afraid I can allow us, so long as you retain control of Pandemonium, there's work to be done. But of course, I shall first free the remaining mortars and restore this place to its former glory. Using the facility in Tartaros, we should be able to reverse the changes made to their bodies and minds. I shall stay behind to oversee the process. This is well, but I must yet learn why I was considered a key to Hephaestus' experiments and how he intended to revive Athena. Such which were best left unanswered. In fact, I pursue the forward knowledge. The boundary between man and creation shall never again be crossed. And I intend to destroy the crystal containing Hephaestus, and this mistake never repeats again. I see no reason to gainsay your judgment. It is a matter of your crystal, however. Truth be told, I had not considered its origin until I saw one containing Hephaestus. I was struck by how wholly different they were. There is another? Well, imbuing a crystal with memories is a simple process. Storing a message or warning even would be something altogether more complex. This also means that someone besides the present company and Azem was aware of the plot unfolding in Pandemonium. And why would they not make themselves known? Wait, so then was it not her who sent it out? Aegitis, or however I said her name? Was it not her?
Aegistus, and yeah, don't worry.
And why would they make themselves known? No threats remain. Perhaps it was one of the other warriors. We shall question them after they are freed. That's may take some time. Resource, I'd rather not steal more of you from you. Return at your leisure, and we shall share the results then. You're done more than enough for the time being. I'm the same one. Let's leave loose ends to us to continue upon your journey. Or if you're so inclined, take a much needed repose. Suck of journey smacks of a Zem. Yep. That's all it should. She has pledged to keep moving until she has seen every corner of the world. If you do find yourself with us for a moment, you might bring the crystal of yours to Lahabra. He might be able to offer further insights. Until then, my friend. Yeah. Teleport. Oh yeah, I should clean the minion. Residents, excuse me, if not usual trouble, we have not been without difficulties in your absence. See, communications with the airship, Professor Claudin, commissioned for research, was lost some time ago. I know we have lost track of where he might be. Big waters just energy has sent out where is usually large amount of energy coming from somewhere within the ethereal sea. It was just some way to the telescope. In fact, please, you must come with me. What? I'm so confused. What? Why is Pandemonium here? What the hell? What is that? Is that real? What? Why is it whenever danger visits the world, you are never far behind? Hold on. And you two, Professor Claudin's assistants, I take it? As you arrived before me, I'll take it your involvement, so thank you for furnishing with an explanation. Oh, shit. So basically, it leaves you off with this, and then you had to wait months to find out. Well, our research on many submitted to form give us no cause for concern. These details are alarming. First was last mentioned he was on his way to Azila, but we know not whether he ever reached his destination. Caution ever, even for Claudin. He has ever allowed the thrill of discovery to cloud his better judgment. We have no course but to entreat Ishgard's aid in searching for him. As for the unslated fortress materialized in the ethereal sea, Pandemonium was it. It cannot be left alone. For time being, information regarding this matter must be strictly controlled to minimize panic. We will gather those with knowledge of the ethereal sea and continue monitoring for further irregularities. You two submit a detailed report to the forum at once. At present, we have far more questions than answers. I would ask for your assistance at such a time that our investigation has concluded. So this is how. Very good. Now, if you excuse me, as a praise to the forum of what has occurred here. I was wondering, like, how are we going to get the reason to go back? And this is how. Just when we need him, Professor Claudin remains unaccounted for. He even brought the crystal with him. We are left with scarce few straws to grasp at. One of my lowly assistant, even I can see that two current problems are likely related. The same party phenomenon may be responsible for both. Conversely, I see now my inexperienced imagination failed to do Pandemonium's pitiless virus justice. I can only wonder if the facility itself traversed the ages. Do the creations within do the same? What of the keywords? What answers to these questions shall come in time. I am sure, for now, I must do as Master Fortulot asked and write that report. Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. It's like essentially like its own like area, like separated, so... Steve Delta, pray get rest with responsibilities will allow. The next we call upon you and wager we shall need you in prime condition. Just talk to you to get this up. Student Marshal Command and compile research presenting form. Paperwork go on. It's been my forte since a student. Proud tales of Abyssos and beyond. Not that I'm going to be doing them. Well, to me, I'm just so inclined. I would very much like to hear stories of your battles in Abyssos and Tartaros. While I'm noticing producing reports for in general, summation events, I could use some help with the finer details for record, you know. For record's sake, come on, be honest with me. Satiate your own curiosity. I've seen the tomes you left scattered around the laboratory. These areas of creatures, both real and imagined. Rather not, and as you say, should not. Not an intellectual stake in the matter. But surely Delta will understand and thorough recounting will help forensic research as well. Now, whenever you're ready. Come on. I would be terrible at this. I would forget everything instantly. Facilitating, as you say, savage creation you encountered in Abyssal Spirits more than a few similarities to Carbuncle. Could it be that the arcane entities we know had their origins in ancient times? Just curious was your story about the keyword who was melded with the tree of legend. What are the limits of Himmelith's creation process lie, I wonder, and how did such a creature even survive once melted? Aspect, you cannot help yourself from asking more questions. What purpose does such knowledge serve? Oh no. Oh well, one day you two shall have keen instincts for a researcher, and you shall understand it's possible not to wander once spark's imagination has been struck. Those stories have already set several theories in my mind. I feel more budding on their surface. Take us, for example. It would be a great leap to assume that he studied at length the regenerating and death-defying properties of the phoenix, and that's just the tip of the proverbial berg. Pretty access to your imaginality, like, must anyone remind you these reports are to be submitted to Master Fortune himself. I implore you to access your restraint. Mr. Clawin would have encouraged me, you know. He thrives through his imagination, but I understand your point, Rosalind. If I were to submit for Master Fortune, I would soon be forced to write a formal apology. He doesn't look like someone you'd want to make mad. I was hoping you'd be more supportive of that. Very well, I shall include one conjecture that is directly relevant to conjecture report. I should set ink to paper that wonder, theory, guide my hand, within reason, of course. You cannot but dream larger bonds. What commands imagination, and there let us shine. Find both of them, Delta. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. PRB. Return. I saw the meme thing you sent me.
It just came across my timeline.
I guess in just now.
Yeah, like when I saw that, I was just scrolling Twitter and it was like, yep, that's relevant to Delta right now.
What are the chances of that?
Suspiciously high. Also, I'm going to be right back.
I'm just gonna be deciding one to get. I think I was gonna get maiming. That looks awful, that headpiece. You set your own face on fire for this one? That's kind of funny. No, I think I'm gonna get this one. Hmm. See. Oh yeah, there was something I wanted to do on my island. But I love what you've done in this place. Look how many buildings there are. I feel right home. A curious courier told me to tell you a message for you. The army seems lost on the half-wit. It is one job, just the one. I just realized. 5,000 servers. Contact from Mistress Tataru. She's currently admiring the island from offshore and will soon meet you on the inlet to the west. What the hell's life on the isle treating you? Apologies for the short notice. The Phillies football has been keeping me abreast of your progress, but I couldn't wait any longer to see with my own eyes. It seemed constructed workshop training resound on amenities besides. The trust amounts have been tremendous help. What about, as you can see, I've had a few mutual acquaintances for a little tour of your accomplishments. I hope you don't mind. Heard from the Admiral that you landed a permit for an island sanctuary, so I thought I would stop by and offer my support. Hope for here is along for the ride, so to speak. As we This is only our first stop on the tour of the Citadel, so we'll be out of here before you know it. Is that you, Grand Storm Marshal? Hi. Eisner, South and at your service. How surprised you recognize me without the uniform on. On occasion, that run on my mind forced a leave of absence on me. I thought I'd take the opportunity to have a look around the island sanctuaries, and seeing as this vessel has nothing better to do, I'm sorry on my own ship. I don't worrying, and now it feels just far as me. The way we to my cabin, thought we were fixing to drag me off to Gaul and Mischievous. Not some damn pleasure cruise. Like you're the master, I've been hoping to get a closer eye on the Admiral's new venture myself. Somebody needs to steer whelps right in this new waters, so I came along peaceful like. Thirsty damn body, don't finish me off. Don't push yourself, Hilfer. In fact, you consider your sanctuary solid ground, warm weather, fresh breezes for the rest of your days. You're playing, you're not getting surrounded such property code. You know, so when the sea's got nowhere use for me, better look on my end on land and rod on that cabin. Just I think of new beginning. And should you require assistance in procuring permits or training partners, the Tartar Wiki is all at your service. Realize you share any discoveries you make along the way. Get all figured out, and if you're geeking, you may as well take you up on your offer. See if the wolves won't haul out some figs for the roasting when they visit. Here I thought you were completely opposed idea. Instead, you're planning a supper. Just to be clear, but you'll be invited. No doubt you'll join as well, Delta. Grand Marshal also right. Well, no sooner of mine. Now where you come as pirate might be. I'm open to the prospect. Summers only grows with age, I say. Haven't seen the Isle on effects on the seen firsthand. I'm convinced that Emerald was right to chart the course for Lince's future. Full glad am I to have made the check. Here, though I'm awfully curious about whether all else well, so I'm afraid we can't stay long. One other thing, I'm glad you found news here, Delta. I call that mission accomplished. I'm going to take it, I nearly forgot Excellency. Never will intend to deliver these to you yourself, but as you were aware, one in precision could seriously move free, and I would be remiss if I did not make it point for me you should pick them out personally. Now it's time to see the rest of our cargo has to offer. I much look forward to seeing what other accomplishments you've made next visit. Oh yay, a glamour set. What? 2 leg pieces? Okay. In such progress are I say very well. I suppose it's good time to teach you the recipe for crafting an iron hatchet. With our hatchet, you will require new types of materials from the trees around here. You probably could have used one before, it's true, but I wasn't about to suggest it without taking full measure of your character first. Other recipes pretend to be in their sleep or while awake in many cases, but not I, which is to say, mind where you swing that thing. I'll be watching. That was not what I was expecting it to say. I was not expecting that. What? The mammoth didn't give me better tools because they thought I was gonna go around killing mammoths.
I mean, you do have a tendency to murder hobo. Oh yeah, you're not a hobo anymore. You have a house.
So we'll craft that. I was wondering because a bunch of recipes had stuff like coconuts and such, which is like, how do I get those? And this is how. So I'm assuming there's gonna be a better hammer. Oh, there's enough for... I don't know, some of those, because there's 6 of these. So I'm assuming 3 more of them, like the hammer, I'm assuming gets a better one. Shovel, it doesn't seem like it. Oh gosh, well, I guess I'll find out eventually. Like, I already set up the... Like, I was working earlier on today, setting up 2 weeks worth of the workshop. So that way, that's all set when it's done. Now I just have to remember on Friday to make sure I set a full week for the granary. And also need to remember to have the mammoths taking care of the plants and animals. I already crafted, hopefully, how many? Hopefully that will be enough for while I'm gone. 126. And I have 12 animals. Yeah, that's 10 days worth, basically. So that will be enough. Might as well just check what I can gather. So a palm tree also gives coconut now. This kind of tree gives resin. Apple tree gives beehives. Mahogany tree. Let's see, what do you give? Isle wood opal. What? The description for this? The opal is one shard of petrified wood, proving that you can become anything you set your mind to so long as you have dedication and millions of years at your disposal. Wonder if there's any of the animals that change during the rain. Which... But yeah, then tomorrow I'll probably try and work on leveling, Arcanist stuff, Black Mage and Astrology into 40. So that way I can do those Thursday. So I'll grab some of this rock salt because I remember I was getting low on it. Assuming that by develop, it means that I have to continue to upgrade places because I do not have the next set of tools, mammoth tools, in my crafting thing. But I am gonna wait to do those upgrading places till after I get back to ensure I don't run out of materials for all the stuff that I set to craft at the at the workshops. I just realized I can actually now see on top of here now. Since for some reason there's no way to get up on top of these without flying. Can be on top of the windmill. Because apparently the warrior light cannot climb ladders. I suppose for now I can put the stuff away in the glamour chest that I just got. I can't, since it has two pants, you can't store them all together.
sadly.
Let's see, just see what this one looks like. Hmm. Hmm. Actually do the actual thing. Here, does this... Nope. It does not let you see the face turning the visor. I do not like it covering the face. So I just use... Save. And then set it as the thing. How many glimmers do I have? So I can replace, but I only have one empty one left. Just have a spinning wheel of fire behind me now. As well just store this stuff while I'm here. It's the first time I got on this Pictomancer weapon from that. Let's see. Anything. Oh wait, have I done the white mage? I forget. Have I done the white mage level? Did I? Oh wait, there was one quest that I wanted to do that said I had to be conjurer for. And I think it said the reward was or something. I almost completely forgot that. Knew I was forgetting something. Wait, what? I literally have to take off the soul stone to do this quest.
Yeah, because you need to do it as a conjurer.
Well, I guess that's what I'm doing. Your detail earned your respect is so good thing. People say you're a breath of fresh air, because it is still covered. Truly, you are an inspiration to us all. Hey, all those fates I would make an unusual creature with a spear near Fallguard and float in the northern shroud. Witnesses report is badly wounded. Wise improvement in danger to locals. The wounded beast is unpredictable at best times. Please find it and provide it with such succor you are able. It's in the same spot as the summoner quest. I've gone.
Request?
This. It was the little 35 one.
Oh yeah.
Remember the one with the asshole guy that showed up and attacked us? Your teacher seemed grateful to you. This is basically just like a free mount quest.
No one's really sure why there's a random mount quest tied to Conjurer.
Like, is this like one of the only quests where like you're actually like it won't even let you if you're the advanced version? Were you able to find actually what's it look like, if you might ask? Four-legged, tall, with a pristine white coat and a single horn protruding from us. Well, there's no one singing. That was a unicorn you healed. Unicorns are rare, majestic beasts, native to the inner region of Corytheus. They're extremely shy and will to avoid all contact with man. The notion that you were able to gain his trust is most thrilling. I've seen enough wild creatures to know the behavior towards you means more than simple gratitude. The unicorn may have a sense of kinship in you. Should you doubt my words, still pray take this one, prepare yourself. A truly uplifting experience awaits. Unicorns numbered in thousands, and could often be seen roaming Corytheus highlands and great majestic herds that would render the mountains white as snow. Poaching has caused a population decline, and if it were not for your act of kindness, there would be one fewer. Summon forth a single horde seen you befriended in the Black Shroud. Alright. That didn't do much in 10 minutes, so I think I'll just finish up here.
Night night, Delta.
Well, I'm not going to bed yet.
I know, but I'm still wishing you a good night.
You're a good friend. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
helping with the raids.
I
Anyway, log out. Do, 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 do. Let's see. Alright. Bye bye.
You're a good bean.
You go friend.